Hello everybody, welcome to this part 43 of the Arduboy game dev stream. I'm happy uh, to come back, and today we will continue the development of the editor, the game editor. So last stream we had first draft of the editor where we could display all the sprite of our level data. I just left you with a small little bug. There was some kind of line between the sprite. I was suspecting the pixel offset to be the problem, and actually it was. Yeah, it was the pixel offset. So let me show you. I just basically I thought it should be set to none, but no, actually it should be set to half, and then it disappears. So that's the kind of magic of C#. Also, outside of the stream, I have refactored a little bit my OBS scene. So now it's a little bit easier for me to develop, to program on the on Visual Studio with the editor popping. So yeah, I can just show you if I press F5. Yeah, that's just popping here. And yeah, all line disappear. I can resize also. I'm not sure how it looks like on the, yeah, looks good on OBS. And the line disappear. All right, so yeah, I don't even commit it, so we can just continue. We'll commit that with the next commit. All right, so then what we probably need also is to make lines between the screen to know what we are editing. I think maybe we don't really need to have lines between each sprite, or maybe it's an option we can add in the editor later if we feel that we need it. But for sure the screen we need it. So let's implement that. Right, so I guess it's here. So every screen width and height we should maybe shift 1. So we can add another const here, or maybe I just add it on top of it here. So we'll call it screen, or we'll call it Arduboy. Level, it's not really the screen, so it's a puzzle screen. Arduboy. I'm struggling to find a good name. Let's call it puzzle screen width. Okay. So that's 16 and 8. Right, so we have 16 sprite and 8 vertically. And now let's so we may have a, I will add another variable, count the lines. Yeah, maybe it's easier. Yeah. We'll just do it. Let's implement it vertically, and then we can see if it's okay. We can do it horizontally. So vertical line count could be shift, but So we start with 0. Here we may add it. So for y, modulo the puzzle screen height. Well, so we will have a line for 0 at the top, so maybe it's not sure, but never mind. So we increase the line count, and then here we should shift this. So we draw sprite 1 pixel below or 2 pixels below, etc., because I will draw a line when we reach that. Draw the sprite, and here draw the screen, puzzle screen line. And by the way, it's not vertical, it's this one are horizontal line. So it's better rename it. I keep the vertical, we'll implement later. Okay, here and here. All right, and then we need to draw a line. GC draw line. Okay, so which pen? Yeah, I can create a pen for this because we may adjust it later. Private puzzle screen separator, puzzle screen separator line pen, new pen. Let's say, I guess you need a color, right? Color. Let's do red, but it's too aggressive for now. Let's do green. we'll change the color later. And let's do 2. I forgot to declare the variable, the type. Okay, so yeah. So we draw a line, this, and float int. Okay, I'll take the int, it's easier. 0 and the height. So we can pre-compute the height. Int I think we will, if we do that, we will draw the vertical line several times. So yeah. Yeah, maybe. Well, never mind. Let's do it for now. current I'll call it y pixel. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, and the other one is the width of the whole image, and as the same y. Here you may want to increase with the pen size instead of 1, because if I do my pen size of 2, width, okay, so it's not exactly not exactly a line count, but it's line count shift, I would say. I may, yeah, that's maybe buggy, but let's try that to see how it looks like. Yeah, wow, we have nice lines. All right, yeah, I was quite sure that's pretty buggy. Oh, you don't see the screen. Let me fix something on OBS, obviously. This one. Title. Or this one. This one. Okay, you see it. Yeah. All right. So okay, so I iterate on X, I iterate on Y. Let's iterate on Y first, but I prefer to think like that. Okay, I move this in the Y then, and then we'll think about the X later, because the X has to be drawn one time only, but so let's do the Y first. Okay, so sprite 8 plus, okay, so Y pixel is fixed, and then okay, what about that? All right, so the width of the, I guess the pixel, the pen width is not correct. Let's check that. Put a breakpoint here. Resize a bit this. And what's that? Yeah, it's 2. So just put it for you here. It's 2. So so I don't know why. Let me Mm-hmm. Do, 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 do. Okay, so why we should have 8. So I guess we have 8 sprite here. I'm not sure you see my mouse. Yeah, there is 8 sprite here, I guess, and 8 and 8. But the problem is why there is not why there's only 4 screen vertically. We should have 8. No, we should have 16 screen vertically, right? Okay, so let me check this. Puzzle screen height is 8. Level height. Okay, maybe that's the bug. Level height. So 13, 32. Ah, it's just me that didn't give a high enough level height. It's like 16. Yeah, no, that's correct. 16 sprite. Okay, so yeah, by 32. That means we only have 4 puzzle screen vertically. Okay, I miscount before then. No, it should not be that. Let me count again. We have 256 sprite that we can store vertically, and we divide it by 8. Yeah, that's 32. Yes. Yeah, actually, okay, I found the problem here. Okay, so this is actually 256, and this is also actually 256. Our level with level, this variable are for the level array, which store sprite, and we can have 256 sprite maximum in that array. So let's try again. Okay, that's our level. Ooh, but so we should have 32. No, we should have 32 green line. That's huge. That's huge. And that's so huge that now we cannot see the wall level, the small level, only 2 pixels over there in the corner. But I think that's correct. 256 by 256. Yeah. All right. Let's do it. Let's go back to what it was just for debugging the draw count. the drawing of the line, sorry. So let's implement the vertical line. Okay, so I think it's similar. But we will add another test here. So X should be modulo or puzzle screen width, and then we want to draw at X pixels from 0 X pixel to the height of the whole image, and this is vertical line. Okay, but we will only do that when for the first y. Okay, so if so otherwise we don't change the vertical line count, and this is X pixel here. And nope, doesn't work. Why is that? And we also have this strange shift here. Vertical, vertical. When for the first y, actually, so for the first line that we draw, if y equals 0 and this X screen width 16, oh okay, only one, so let's put 4, and we have some line on top over there, but they are covered by the sprite. So let's draw the line after the sprite. Okay, so I guess I can do that after the sprite. Still no? Why not? Because I drew the first line, but after I draw all the sprite. Okay. So should be the last line then. How do I know if it's the last line? Is this one -1? All right, so we have our screen delimiter, but now I'm wondering why I have this extra line, which is the gray the background, the gray background of the image. Why is that? This is 0. Let's increase the pen width just to see what happened. Yeah, it seems to be the same thickness as a pen width. Okay. And it seems to only happen vertically. We start from 0. So we start from 0. Okay, yeah, should I? Oh, yeah. No, actually, I should not draw the sprite and the line at the same height, same thing vertically actually. So this is correct, but this is not. So if 0, well, right now I'm drawing the sprite under the line, at the same height of the line, but it should not. So where is that? This is my, I increase it and let's recompute it. Still not. Let's put back a big pen. It's half a pen now. Oh yeah, the draw line is in, again, I guess there's a half pixel shift. All right. So I guess I should, the line, the point coordinate is in the center of the line, and it's drawn around it. So I guess I should shift by half the width of this. Okay. And I guess for the X it should be the same problem. So so actually we can draw up front. If we don't draw at the same position, that should be okay. They should not overlap. So let's test. Okay, what should, wait, it's not correct. So X I guess X pixel has to be also shifted. Okay. All right. We don't have our we don't have all the screen drawn inside the full image, because I don't take into account the pen width when I compute the size of each sprite. So we can do that. I want to commit now. Let's commit this first with a reasonable number for the pen. Okay. Okay, let's commit that. All right, so we have yeah, just add a pane and fix the rendering bug. So fix the rendering of the map, add lines between puzzle screen. Okay, so let's continue. All right, so I put back this to have a edge case. I mean, to have a to simplify the test. And then I was saying here, we should take in consideration the width of the pen. So this width minus pen width time the number of screen that we will have, so the number of puzzle screen we have, which is the level width, okay, here, divided by the puzzle screen width. that correct? What's the problem? Float to int. Yeah, that's int. Okay. And yeah, I think it works. Just the last, there is no last line at the end of the screen, but we could fix that, but I think no need for now. All right, so let's do the same for the height. So this is height, and this is height, and this, okay, yeah. Let's try. Okay, but question is why the level are not correctly drawn here? Get confused. Nope. When you resize you can see that the level is shifted here. So what happened here? When this is 0, so the first iteration, and this is 0, this is 0, so I start the y pixel at 0, but I obviously, okay, yeah, but then I go here, and then I started from here, so that's 20. So I drew the line at 0, but the y is 20. But the problem is on x, so for x, because, yeah, I think we don't need that anymore, but I will draw it every time. So let's go back to 0. And they are still not correctly placed. I mean, the first line is correctly placed, but not the second one. Why is that? Because X pixel. Because I increased this, and I shouldn't. When y is called 1, so the first line is correct, seems correct, but not the next line. This has been changed. confused. Vertical line count. Let's step on it because I'm confused. So 0, y is 0, then y pixel is 20, x pixel is 0, but this is the first line, then x pixel is 20, so we go to 2020, that's good. Okay, then we draw the full line. Okay, next line, y is 1, so y pixel is 29, this is 20, and this is the sprite height is 9. Okay, first iteration on x pixel 80. Why is that? Vertical line count is 80. Why? Ah, yeah, because the first line, the y is still 0 on the first line. So so yeah, I should not do that every time. Okay, that's the bug. All right, so first line and maybe x also. X, because no, this should be, why this one? Okay, let's step more. Okay, next line. Oh no, I wanted to do it on the first line. Okay, so we go inside, and next it goes in. No, it doesn't go inside, but we have several screen. Okay, so yeah, so actually we need to reset the vertical line count for every line. That's the bug. Okay, vertical line count, right? Yeah, so you can do it here, for example. All right, so still not correct. Ah, this drawing of the map drives me crazy. Why? Let's step inside. So the first line should be okay. Next. 0, but yes, but now we are not. Yeah, so if I reset it, I just have to do that again. Okay, so basically I only need to I need to do that every loop, but I only need to do the drawing one time. Do I need half pen? Sorry, I forgot this. All right. Okay. But why? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think it works now. Okay. Yeah, yeah, that works. So we have extra space here. So I drew the line for the full length, full height of the image, but actually because we do our division in int, then the sprite width is a little bit smaller than than if I would draw it in float. If I draw in float pixels, then maybe I could fulfill the wall space here. All right, so yeah, let's put back our pen at 2 pixels just to see how it looks like. Okay, that is okay. All right, so I think we can commit this fix. It's a good checkpoint. I'll fix the drawing of the map again. Okay, so we compute a better sprite width and sprite height, including the size of the line, and then this should be here. Okay. Oh, maybe I could have added a comment here. Draw the vertical line only one time. Okay. Okay, so next, obviously, if we put the full level inside, so 256, that's too much, right? That's too small to edit the full level. So we will have to add some zooming effect, I guess, so that we can edit just partially a part of the level. And yeah, if I reduce too much the window, then the sprite height becomes 0, and then we only draw the lines between the level. Yeah, so I guess we can try to do some zoom, which will complexify again the drawing. But let's see, how can we do that? So this, the width height will be impacted, or maybe maybe I should just have a fix width and height for the sprite, and then we can just pan the view, so that means you cannot zoom out. Zooming in and out is maybe some luxury. Because panning the view is easier to implement actually, so because it's just a matter of where to start in the level. Yeah, so let's do panning first and we'll see. Okay, so int how to call it, so it's the camera X, let's call it camera again, just like in our game, camera Y. And so we start from here, and here, and the length will be different. So different strategy now. I think I want a fixed sprite width and sprite height. Let's comment that for now. Okay, let's use 20, 16, well, because it's 8x8, we'll double the sprite, maybe 32. And then we can compute the end camera X and Y. So that will become something like that, yeah. So the width minus there will be I guess the reverse of that function. Then I move this to there. It's just inversing two variable. How about that? So we take the width of the image minus the width we need for drawing the lines, divided by that gives us the number of sprite that we can draw. Okay, and then we just use those variables in the loop. Okay, let's try that. Oh, there's error. Camera X. Oh yeah, we didn't give parameters to the redraw function. Let's use 0, 0 for now. No, not this one, this one. Okay. Yeah, so yes, and then if I increase that, okay, cool. So now let's pan the view. Let's pan the view. So to pan the view, I will need the mouse event on this image, this picture box. So I need a mouse, mouse down probably, and mouse up. Where's the mouse event here? I need, and the mouse move. Okay, I need the mouse down, mouse move, and mouse up. All right. Move this inside the region. All right, and then so redraw the level. Okay, I need so I need to memorize the current position. So we can memorize here, because this is not part of the map. So it's not a map data. It's just a view data, just the rendering data. So let's record it here. I'm a map camera. Yeah, can put two variables, x and y. The coordinates of the current part of the level which is visible. Okay, so and I can give that to this parameter. Okay, and then I have to redraw it every time I move or when I mouse up. So why I needed the mouse down is probably to remember the where the mouse was click down, I think. To make a div, so I think it's location, right? It's what? It's a point. Okay. Variable for mouse event point last mouse down position. So when we mouse down, I can just remember it. All right, and here I will check the button, which actually I will make a switch because obviously we will need more to handle more event, like when you maybe when you when we'll move stuff on the map, like placing the item and stuff like that. So it's a mouse button. So I usually like the middle button to, or maybe I can use the left button, a right button, sorry, because we don't have selection, so it's okay. What cannot fall out. Okay. Need a break. Okay, so if we are doing this, when we move, then we should, or we can probably compute the difference. Point, oh, let me check something. E point, yeah, you have the location here. Yeah. So point most move equal location minus the last move position. Are you happy with that? No, it cannot do subtraction of point. That's fine. Let's do it ourselves. Okay, so this is in pixel coordinate, the screen pixel coordinate. Obviously, I need to convert that into the level coordinate system, and that depends on the width, the fixed width and height of the sprite that we decide. So because this is in level coordinate, so yeah. But yeah, that's just a little thing. For now, we'll just probably hardcode it, and we will change that just for testing. Okay, so in that case, we need to change these two variables. Mouse. Okay, so plus the mouse move. So like I said, I will divide it by 32 for now. Just to hardcode it, we'll change that in a minute. And we redraw the level. Yeah, when we're up, we should probably do the same kind of code. So let's try. And I have yeah, exception outside of range. I don't know if you see the exception. Oh yeah, just a little bit. What is outside of range? Minus 32 for pixels. Because I moved this, I moved to the left, and that makes yeah. Let's try again. I will move to the right just to see. Oh, wrong button. Come back. Wow, too much. All right. So let's write a function for that, because we probably need several time. I'll write it here. So move level camera. I will give I can also take this, yeah. new mouse position. And I think, yeah, I should revert the subtraction, because if I move to the right, I want to, yeah, probably. Yeah, if I want. Right, and then what I want is this also. Probably the redraw can be called also. Let's call it. If you move the camera, you want to redraw it. All right, and what I want to add is make sure it doesn't go under 0 or under the maximum. Actually, I can do this. Math range, probably. If you have a range. Still didn't implement the range. Yeah, that's crazy. Come on, what are you doing, Microsoft? This function, everybody wants it, right? Don't understand why they do a clamp. Do they have a clamp? No. Okay, max of min as usual, or min of max, whatever. Clamp the coordinate inside the level. You know what? The level data belongs to the map data. I can make those public, or I can just write a function. I can write the function in the map. Public int clamp coordinates in yes, but it's a two variable. Okay, I can give it as a reference. Then coordinate inside level. Int ref int. I forgot x. Seems to be the opposite. F int y. And like I was supposed to write, x so minimum with the level width, and with maximum with 0, do the same with y. Don't you think it's ugly, right? Just want a function clamp, range, whatever. With 3 parameters, yeah. Many API have it. Why not .NET? That's crazy. It's a void. Okay, let's clamp it here. Oh. That's belong to our map. A map, I guess. All right, and then I will not call it move, but pan. That's better. And I will actually do the same here for the mouse up right now. Let's try that. Yeah. Okay, so I don't have the exception anymore, but that is moving too fast. I don't know why. It's too sensitive. Let's yeah, that's 1 pixel. Okay, yeah, that's when I move. No, when I move 30 pixel. Yeah, I can move every pixel. Yeah. Let's slow down a bit. Let's see what happened. No, still the same speed. Confused. Let's try again. That doesn't move. And strange, it moves in the wrong direction also. Let's revert that. Oh, that's not. Yeah, this. Yeah, this is. Yeah, must move. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Not plus, minus. Okay. Yeah, I don't understand what happened. Let's put a breakpoint here. Let's see. -1, yeah. Yeah, every event we may have moved just a little. Oh yeah, I forgot that. It's no, because yes, last down position. Yeah, it's since I increment it actually, so it's a kind of cumulative problem. So okay, that's not that. Either I just take the delta between two frame, or yeah, that would be easier. Yeah, let's do that. I will take another variable because from experience usually I need to, which I call last mouse move position, that we can initiate here also. And here we can after, and that means here use the mouse move. That means here I don't need that anymore. Actually I need go back to 32. Why is that? It's not moving. No, because it's just 1 pixels every frame, so that won't move a lot. So actually it was better to use the mouse down, but I need to memorize, so I should not accumulate here, so I should memorize the camera X when I mouse down. Then that could be absolute. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe it's better. I will use a point also for the map camera X, for the map camera. Oops, sorry. Last mouse down camera. Okay, so when we mouse down, I can memorize the map camera. And here so mouse move, this time I will go back to down. That gives me a mouse down in pixel, in the Windows screen pixel, that I can divide by 32, and then I can add that to the mouse down. Oh, I'm not sure I can have a reference for that. Okay, let's change it to the point. All right. No, okay. I forgot to pass in ref. Still not moving. Ah! Ah! Yeah. It works in Y, not in X. It works in X, but I guess in the wrong direction. Is it? Hmm. So let's try again this. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, the drawing function is not working properly. Let's check again. So we, yes, I know it's because of the X pixel. We start from here to here to iterate to get. So here the X should be minus the camera. Or either we continue to iterate. Yeah, let's do that. I think it's better. And this. Okay. Seems to work. But why I'm not drawing more of that? I should draw more of that. The end. Oh, plus camera Y plus the what we can draw. Yes, so just to make sure that it works, let's add some more sprite to our level. So for example, after 16 to go to the next screen, so let's say 23, and third line will be a 6. Okay, what about that? Yeah. Oops, sorry. I have some. There's a bug when I. Yeah, the last one is not reset, something like that. Yeah. So there is a reset bug. Last mouse down, last mouse move, last mouse. Oh yeah, map camera is okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Everything seems okay. I don't understand why I have a jump. Mm-hmm. it's moving in Y coordinate, and it's moving like one full screen. Okay. Ta, 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 ta. Y, X, 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 Y, X. It's here. Finally, that works. Okay. So we have our a panning, the panning of the screen. I don't know why there is some drawing in. Yeah, I think the vertical line are not drawn correctly sometimes. All right, I guess that will be the end for this video. Yeah, so let's commit that. So what we have done here, so we have some variable and we have a new function to, I should have added some, yeah, next stream we will clean that to add some, to ask this var32, to ask this to the map manager. It's a sprite level, or to place it, I mean, yeah, it should be the same. This one and the one in the drawing function should be the same. Otherwise that will have some bugs, so we'll have some bug. And the mouse event, all right. And here, okay, just the mouse event handler. And in the map data, we have done full level, initialize more data, and function to clamp. Okay, and the draw function, oh, this can be deleted. The last sprite to be drawn. Okay, so we iterate from start to end, yeah. All right. So add a padding view of the level. All right. Thanks for watching as usual. If you have any comment, don't hesitate to add it in the comment of the video if you want. I hope you enjoy, and next stream, next video, we will continue to develop our editor and probably start to be able to click on the editor to place some data. And yeah, so see you in the next video then. Bye bye.